Let me set the stage, but right now I have to go back and reset this video to make sure it is only entertainment. Let me set the stage. Just give me a second. I'm editing the select for month of Avril. Okay, done. Now, where are we? We are for, where are we? We are for show more, tags, paid promotions, education. No, it's not education. This is entertainment, my friends. We cannot say whether it's fake or real because it's only entertainment. Only entertainment, that's all it is. Nobody is here right now. Where would we be without the electricity? Where would we be? And why isn't anybody here? Because I don't believe it. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I used to always want to watch, and now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. You see this? This is black tape. You see this? It shows how many people are on, right? Look. Trying to see if I can get you to get the black tape right over here. The black tape. See live black tape. I don't want to know who is out there. I can't do this anymore. I just can't. I can't look into an audience and speak to nobody. So I have to pretend. And if there's anybody here somewhere in my mind that I think is going to be in live chat, then I will travel over to live chat. But for now, I want to go back to the editing. I want to get something out of the editing, and I want to put it in the comments. I'm putting it in the comments because I want to see it for myself. I want to see it for myself. And yes, a glance at two things: copy, and here we are, and paste. Okay. Imagine being born under the ground. Is there anything being born under the ground? And you know what's funny? There are a lot of things that are grown above the ground, but I'm going to say not ever touching any of the air that surrounds me. I am walking on the ground through the air, or the aether, if you'd like to choose, right through it, like it's pushing me down all around me. And I'm just this, with my muscles and my legs, I'm able to stand up into the aether and push myself. The aether is holding us down. Is there something in your body like the water? Why is the aether not pushing down the bird? So now you ask, is it the aether forcing us down? Is it the molecule? What molecules are in the air that affects us human beings that don't affect the birds? Is it because the birds weigh a pound? The eagle? What is the heaviest bird? Pterodactyl. Interruption here. Interruption. Okay, no, that's okay. I'm a bird that can fly. What are in our molecules? It's not the weight. What is it? Imagine being born under the ground. Imagine being born over the ground, but not outside. But in a tank, in the ocean. I mean, sometimes you ever think of it? Oh, it's not fair. The fish, they can't walk on land. Well, hello. Can you live underneath the water besides being SpongeBob? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You have to know. So imagine being born under the ground. Imagine being born under the ground and a colony, just like ants, human beings under the ground. Imagine. You can't. You don't think it's possible to have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 people under the ground. Is there more space under the ground than there is right over here? Is there? Think about it. You live in a house. Most of the ceilings are 8 feet high. If your mind is only set to know certain things, can you be programmed to live under the ground? Can you program yourself? Well, guess what? There are some people in this world that can probably say, yeah, you know what? I can live in a confined space. My name is Neil Armstrong. I can even go to the moon. So certain kinds of people can live in these spaces. And if that's where you are born and you are showing all the happy and goodness, you can set that mind. So we question ourselves. Before the birth, before the receiving of the spirit, can we create this body up to a certain age before the spirit comes in and partakes within it? So the soul and the spirit, the one and the two, the information network, from the pee in the bathroom to the poop, and you're going to wipe it up because people are buying lots of toilet paper. Toit meaning the roof. TEL, communications, LET, let them in. LET is 3, 5, electric company, and the passage, the T, the point. Can we do that? Is that why we make the triangle? It's like this and like this. What is going on? What are the changes? My head is open. My head is in between. My head is open and it's to one side of this arm. All these are stories. Where will they take you? What are you thinking right now? What road have I opened inside your mind to help it travel? As you daze off, and you're only actually seeing what I'm saying. You're trying to imagine it. That's what it is, imagining, where you see nothing else and you get lost into that realm. And I'm not supposed to see the two parts of yellow behind me. I'm supposed to be lost in that world and then come back to this world. When I come back to this world, I get lost in the other world and then I lose tracking. The tracking system, losing track and following and flowing with the stream. Following and flowing with the stream. Beads of sand staying on top of the water, following with this. Now, why am I going like this? Because I'm coming back and then I'm going forward. And I'm coming back and then I'm going forward. And again, I need Levette for this. I need to know what retrograde. What is the retrograde? What is happening? I just want to know. We got to compare certain things according to numbers. I need to know what's happening between Mercury and Mars. I need to know what's happening between Earth and Venus. As well, I need to know what's happening between Saturn and the Saturn and I think I'm going to go, hold on, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Should I go? Okay, I'm going to go. I want to know what's going on with Saturn and Pluto, and I want to know what's going on with Uranus and Neptune. Now I want to know what's going on between Saturn and Uranus. I need to know what's going on with Saturn and Uranus. The 7th and the 6th planet equals to 13. 1 and 3 equals to 4. Each one of these combinations are specifically based on the cards and on all the numbers. See, I just want to change the subject just a little bit. We can be talking about the 10 commandments. You see, there's a 0 inside of there. There's 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. Circle that 1, or put a dot on top of it, like the I, right? Put a dot on top of it. And the dot meaning all of it, like the beginning and the end. But wait a second. I am the beginning and the end, because inside of 9, or with 9, comes the one spirit of birth with that 911. Anyways, let's just not look at that. I'm thinking my cat just knocked the pen on the floor. The 8 and the 9, I don't want to put together. I want to put together the 7 and the 6. I want to put together the 8 and the 5, the 8th planet of Neptune with the 5th planet of Jupiter. I want to put together Pluto now. Okay, I want to put together Pluto with Mars. If I do that, I need to put together Mercury with Earth in this situation, and Venus would now be with Pluto. Okay, when Mercury is with Earth, I need Venus. Can I do that? Hold on, Mercury and Earth. I need Venus with no. I can't have Venus with anybody because I can't. How do I need Venus. What would that do? Venus. Why Venus? I need to create the number 4. I can't create it with the 2. The 2 doesn't create. The 1 does, but the 2 doesn't because it's itself and alone. So that means it's telling us a story. If it's itself and it's alone, in order to create the 2 or the 11, you'd need 9 and 2 to recreate that 2. So you need a birth. That becomes the birth through the sun. Through the fox pass and the sun, fox. Everything is the fox. That cunning fox. Where did the fox stick his nose down in the hole and see everybody underneath the ground? Hey, Ma, look up in the sky. Somebody's poking his nose in. Ah, the fox, eh? Cunning fox. Little Red Riding Hood met the wolf. Why not the cunning fox? Because the fox was hanging out with the sheep. That's right, the fox. Well, in some cases, now we're going to have to turn around and say it was the coyote. So wait, first we have the fox, then we have the coyote and the wolf. Why 3 different names? Well, obviously the fox looks much different. The fox is much prettier, but it all depends how you look at it. And if you look at it online, because that's the way we should be looking at our animals, online, in cartoons. Don't look at them up front. Look at them on cartoons. We have to differentiate between what you see and what it is, because the artist, okay, depicts it that way. Look at all our foxes and our wolves and our hounds. Let me go on. So imagine being born under the ground. And if you were born on the ground and you didn't know anything else, or you were told you can't, somebody finds out somebody came from the outside with all kinds of suits on, they would know outside is no good. But intuitively, over time, we want to know what's on the other side. We need to know the difference. And until we experience the difference and witness the difference and understand the witnessing and the difference, you can never know anything but broken telephone. God gave it to us in all the games. That's right. It's the lingering way of broken telephone. And when was fake, fake? When was real, real? Who said it's real? Why? Why is it always the same gang coming on at 6 p.m.? Northeast, west, and south. Tell me the story, my friends. What's going on? Oh, yeah, there's a storm outside. What's going to happen in the next 5 days of weather? Oh, you were wrong 4 to 5 days. Now you seem to be more right than ever. How come you're right now? You were never right before. How come you're right now and you were never right before? I asked myself that question. And it doesn't say anything to me, so I have to think a little bit deeper. How come the weather was never really that precise? And what is the good news always about when you watch it? What is the good news always about? How is the narrative going always on the good news? Need to understand how the narrative goes on the good news, how the balance of the news and how it comes out, how the news is orchestrated. All the good news. Hockey, you watch the news, you watch sports, color commentary is great. In fact, the best color commentary for sports, okay, is on the news. Because when if I watch a hockey game, a basketball game, a football game, a baseball game, the first 4 things I hear is on the line of the front. Always mentioning those words. Hut, 1, 2, front. Hut, 1, 2, line. Everybody's all lined up. Front line. The 11 men on the front line of a football field. The football field front line. They're your workers, my friends. Frontline workers are the bees. Look up bees. B-E-E. Look up everything about the bee. Are they going to go extinct one day? What happens if they went extinct? They wouldn't sting. They wouldn't sting anything. The sting brings growth. Has anybody seen where the K world comes in? This is where the K world comes in. Times, multiplication, and addition coming together. This is my KK world. The beginning of the KK world and the hourglass, separation of the hourglass. You have to imagine, you have to understand, you have to envision, and when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you believe, and then everything that is shown to you, you will know whether or not it is real, it is fake, it is the truth, is it a story? Is it good? Should I retain it, forget it, remember it? How should I classify what I see, what I hear, what I smell? And now it's all that I know. And where will I put this in my bank? I don't need to remember it at all because it's just part of the bank of instinct and knowledge and reflection. It does not actually have to be remembered as you have to remember the color because everything is automatic. It's also automatic that when you take some blue and red and you put it together, it creates purple. It's automatic. It will happen every single time without remembering, mixing red and blue together to create purple. And I know a little bit about that purple, and so do you. Because every time you jump into the shower or the bath or wash your dishes in the sink or wash your clothes, especially when you're washing your clothes, because they're always asking you blue or red, hot or cold. 34 or 43, 77, both together, give me a little warmth. And that 77 is the Christ coming of go from Mars to Pluto. Creation of 36, 9 by 4, 36, 9 plus 4, 13. Mercury to Earth comes a man. 1 plus 3, 1 times 3 is 3 and 4. And back to DC, back to the way we began this little scenario of numbers. Now I have to back up my video because I got lost on the path that I was taking. Just give me a second. I have to watch something. Okay. Time without remembering, mixing red and blue together to create purple. And I know. Okay. Oh, my cat just went to the bathroom. Oh. So mixing red and blue together to create purple. Why do I say that? Because the color of hot is red. The color of blue is cold. Pink for a girl. So add in a little bit of white. Blue for a boy. Add in a little bit of white too. It's a young child just born. We have pink and we have baby blue. So we added baby to blue because it's a lighter color. We mix red with blue. It becomes soft because now your water, instead of just being too cold or too hot, now it's just so perfect the way you adjust your red and your blue for your hot and your cold. The numeric value for hot and cold, COLD, 3, 6, 3, 4, 9, 6, 3, 9, 3, 4. 7, 9, and 7. Oh, your birth to your gateway. And you can just play with the letters. But whatever it is COLD 3, 6, 3, 4 equaling to 7, 9 equaling to 9, 7 equaling to 10, 6. But the total here is 16. Is that right? Right. It's 16. And the long count is 34. C3, O15, L12. Okay. And by the way, L and O are the opposites of each other. So the 3 and the 6 are the opposites of each other. Remember that 3 and 6 are opposites of each other, or something to do with that, because they are, or they comply. No, sorry, no. I think I said that wrong. They are the opposites of each other in reflection to the alphabet. Does that mean if O and L is opposite, then M and N is what is encompassed between L and O? I mean, I don't want to put love into this, okay, because between the 5th letter E and the 22nd letter B, we have F through U that comes into this, and F and U are also the reverse of each other. The center line for this is, what is this, 18 numbers over here. So the, what is it, the 13th number, plus 8 minus, and here, it'd be the 13 and 14, and that would be M and N, if I get that correct. And since that's M and N, I think it's always M and N. What that's telling me in gematria, they're both 1 and 1. They come together as 1 and 1, or 4 and 5. They're talking about the sun. Okay, they're talking about DC, and 9. They're talking about 7 and 9 in this scenario. Okay, we're going to get back to here. Here's again the same scenario, M and N. So now we can go from O to M and N to L, because we have to slice these together. They live in the same house. Do you understand me? I go from here to this side. In order to tie them together and create an I, okay, I need to go on to this side. But do I need to go on to 2 letters? L, M, N, O. Should I tie it up that way? Right? L, M, N, O. L, M, N, O. L-M-N-O-L. Hold on. Let me do this again. L-M-N-O. So we went from this to this. Hold on a second. Let me put it in my book. It's easier for me. Where's my book? L-M-N-O-P. Let me do it this way. So since the starter and the end letter, okay, are right over here, and these two are in between, how can I lock up these two? Or are there no locks on these two because there's not in between? And in order to go alpha omega, or first to first, first to last, or first, okay, you notice the LA is the number for the end, which means the, or le, female and male, male and female, or masculine in French. So what we're doing is we're tying up things, right? And since this is the greatest difference, and this is 1 and 1 in gematria, okay, which is maybe it's a bridge, maybe they're paired up, I don't know. Maybe it's 2 stairs at a time, because you know how it works. Maybe this is the sidewalk. Because in gematria, the stairway to heaven goes like this, which is 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So maybe number 22 is talking about this area over here, 22, and there's a whole story, 22, 33, 44. On each side of the gematria scale. You look up gematria. At the same time, is also, right, that straight line there, and I have to go a flathead over here, and then 1 straight line down. And that flathead is for the number 7. We can also do it as a point, but if I'm doing it as a point, I'm just going to show you a small scale. I don't think I have enough light here. I'm going to show you as a small scale. What happens over here in a small scale? I'm just because I didn't feel like stretching the legs out all the way. What happens on this small scale over here is, hold on a second, is we have a point. So I'm counting it as, here is the 6th area. On top, here is the 7th area, as it's covering over part of the 6th and part of the 7th, almost like a balance. You can do it that way. Okay. The other way to do it, is, but yeah, this staircase over here. There's this way over here on this line over here. Let me see, did I get that right?
This line here, this line here. Hold on a second. This line, no, I didn't get it right. This line here, this line here, this line here, this line here, this. And all of these, you can also say this is I, or a staircase to climb up, or ribs, whichever you want to talk about. We can design this. Now, anyways, when the 6 comes in, right, can you see this properly, these lines? Can you see those lines properly? Okay, I'm going to just do it again and show you just, okay, just want to do it one more time. I want to make it more clear. When the plateau for number 7 comes up, right over here, the plateau, right? And the funny thing about that is we can go from here to here and we create that whole plateau for number 7, right? Maybe drawing my numbers will actually make the design, but I don't want to. And I didn't want to do that because it looks ugly. In fact, what I should be doing is there are no 2 7s, so I'm just going to put 77 at the top. It's the same 7, 77. I put 77 at the top, right? Just keep it like that, showing that it's at the top. Looks like an Asian number. And then when we put 6, we're always going to use 2 lines on this side and 2 lines on this side. And when we create this, all of a sudden we have our ace. Now we have separation. We have 2 lines here and 2 lines here. And it's hard to see. I didn't make this straight, eh? Wow, it's not straight. No. Yeah, okay. Okay. Camera picks up everything. It's fantastic. When I look into the camera, when I draw, I have to look into the camera to see my mistakes. So this is what it is. And then over here, now I question myself, since we're going to the top this way, right? Right. I'm just going to do something a little different because when I do the numbers, right, if I write numbers here or letters, depending on how I write them, if I can make them big enough, okay, I can actually come up with some design if each of the letters were touching. In this one, you can almost just. So this is where my gematria comes in. Now I can ask myself another question. Can I take the 2 lines here and a 1 line 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 here? What is it starting to look like? And should I drop it here and should I drop it here and should I drop it here? So what is it actually looking like? Hey, cute kitty. Hearts off to you, cute kitty. Yes, yes. What's going on, kitty? What's going on, kitty? Hey, kitty. 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 Okay, you gotta go. Go, 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 go. You jump all the time. Oh my God, are you? Come on. You have no water. Okay, okay. I know. I keep water down here for you all the time. Gallons of water down right in the corner there. Always keep water. And you know what? The longer the water stays there, the happier she is. She just loves this water. I'll just change these plastic canisters once in a while, but I'll keep the same water in it. There you go. Go to that nice water. Go to that nice water. Go, 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 go. Go to the water. Go. Go to the water. Come on. Okay, so anyways, we're going to get back to this design. Okay, and yeah, and just you can just color that in. Do I have any coloring stuff? I don't know. If we had a real artist. Hello? Would you like me to color you a little bit? Hey, you want me to color you up? Let's write all over our cat. Race car driver. All you got to do is rubber down. The ass goes up. Look at that. Automatic, eh? Automatic, eh? Automatic. You like that? Eh? You hate it. Don't you hate it? Run away from me. I'm hurting you. Oh, I'm hurting you. Look, look, look. Can you hear her purr? Now, doesn't that feel terrible? Doesn't that just feel terrible? Don't you hate it? She hates it. She hates it. Oh, look, she's running away. She's running away. Can you just run away and say I hate it for once? You always have good things to say, eh? But too much of a good thing is sometimes tough, right? Very tough. You know, you have an animal at home. This is what you have to do. Emotional. Gonna get emotional. What's going on here, little kitty? If I don't do this to you, who's gonna do it, eh? Who's gonna do it? You love it. We're giving you all that love. Do you get more love than I do? Eh? Do you get more love than I do? No such thing. No such thing. We all need a little bit of that vibration. They need that vibration, or do we need the vibration? Okay, go. Go. Thank you. Okay. Great. We have 1,000 comments here. 1,000 comments here. Let me set up this camera, see where we are on the track, and you're making me nervous. Okay, we did that thing on gematria. We talked about the dice cubes coming together. I need more of these. Thank you, Altered Images Oklahoma. Jamie, thank you very much. Can somebody else find these beautiful, authentic? They got to be the real ones, the ones they use in Las Vegas and the casinos. If I can get another 50 of these, it would be just fantastic. What it would do to my mind. No, just another couple of packs. And it can't come from Oklahoma, please. That's not fair, but it's really, I just need, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but you know what? I mean, for the longest time, I wanted to do this, right? But it just didn't work out as the K because I had a top on it. So the minute I put it in my hand here and I created the top and the bottom, right? I'm just trying to think which way I should do this. Wow, it came out so much better before. Here's K. Here's K. So what would be the letter before the K? You see in the open space? In the open space here? Is that saying okay? I don't know. So we were talking about the in-between letters over here. And what I'm going to do is, because the opposite letter is 12L to the O15, the total is 27. But there is an opposite also between L12 and U21. So what is the difference between this opposite and then the numeric opposite position? This is the reverse, and this is the opposite position. What is it supposed to say? I don't know yet. I don't know yet, because this is telling me a story as in the opposite numbers, and this is telling me a story just in the opposite numeric, on same level numeric value. They're both number 3. They're both in the same house. They're both in the same house. It's like 3 different levels. C03, it's in the house of C. The house of C is L and U. Let's not count this house because it's 03. All zeros, A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, the house of Jack. 52, no, 25 minus 10 equals 15. Mars. Or 1/4 Mars. The house of F. So 3 in the house of F. You remember we spoke before 3 and 6? This, and in the house of F. Or the house of C. F in house of C, 06. And that would be 66. Remember this, F66. It's telling you right away about the roadway and the pass. A, B, C equals to 6. A, B, C equals to 6. This one versus this one. The multiplication and the addition. They equal to a total of 12. These are your primary brick houses. They do get bigger for a reason. This one cannot live alone in its singularity. We have to encompass, and we have to play on the gridiron. And the gridiron tells me there's a quarterback, there's a setup guy, There's the wings. We have to know all about our football. In fact, we have to know about all the sports. I don't want to take sides, but right now I'm playing on the gridiron. And I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm not really sure if I've left out everything. Yes, first and last. When I say first and last of certain things, is that where 10 comes back to a numeric value of 1. But at the same time, in Baccarat, in the game of the natural 9, it tells me we take all 10s and make it 0. All 10s equals 0 equals 6. All 10s equals 0 equals 6. In the game of Baccarat. So now I have to understand that, because if all zeros equals if all zeros equal 6, so you make 10. So you take 10, because I'm asking myself this question: A plus B plus C plus D equals to 10. Okay. As well, B times E equals to 10. As well, as well, B E times D equals to 10. And the reason for this is because I have to see it as, is it this way, or should I go B times D equals to 10? Because it's the small one, I'll go 2.5 times 4 equals to 10, showing me this on a lower level. Showing me that on a lower level. All 10s equal to J. And when I play cards and I see that J, I'm always thinking of Jack or Valet. The life that was, the day of the summer, E.T. and T.E. But I'm trying to think that this one is 40, which is blue. This becomes the I. I'm just trying to think of when the L's come together creates the I. Why am I saying this? I don't know. This is your ET. I brought T and T together to create 40. When it's 26 and 26 equals 52. 52 equals to Earth. Now, the thing is about the picture card, or the 10, or any other combination that creates 10, okay, it equals to 0 in Baccarat, which now you have to win, lose, or tie. So there's a whole combination of things that are going to come into here to try and figure out what happens to my 10. Because in blackjack, you get a 10, it's a 10. In poker, you get a 10, it's a 10. You get a picture card, it's not the same in the game of poker. So Jack is a numeric value of 25, and it starts with J10 plus 15, O. 15O. Looks like 150, right? Looks like 150. So there's a thing inside of this. There's a little story in here. I have to see it, which can create the orange sun. I look at it that way because, first of all, it'll create the students 6 and 5, right? This will be 156. This will be 66. This will be a passing of the student in here. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5. It also creates white. It'll create the 7th gate, or the number 7. You know, when you say gate, you're also saying 8 within the word. So you have the combination of both of them together. I said blue because 20 and 20 equals to 40, and that's for the word blue. All zeros equal 6, then this letter would now be 26 and 26. Okay? 20 plus 20, right, is over here. Is so we have the blue world of Earth, and that total is 92, which brings me to birth in the sun. And this here, how is this created? It's created by number 14 and number 16. You have to do the multiplication. Equals to 6 and 7 equals to 13. 6 times 7 equals to 42 minus 13 equals to 29 plus equals to 55. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 5 equals to 4 times 5 equals to 20 plus 4 equals to 9. 20 and 9, 29. 6 plus 7, 13. And you have a straight 1, 2, 3, 4. Intertwined together that get you here and get you here. Now, we're always working on this, right? Most people work with this, but the actuality is it's not, it should not be this. It should be, or it could be more or less this, because it's a section and a part. That's basically what it should look like. And it comes from the designs, and I mean the geometric shapes that we use in flags of the world. Now, I ask myself the question, what can that be? Is that because it's now, there's a little too much light, right? Is that because there's an angle? Do you see the way it looks to be embeveled inside of it? Is there too much light on this? Is this the better light and this the bad light? And that's the interference light. So we have, let me get this again. Maybe if I put the light in a different place, eh?